We were losing more lives because of drowning than bullets. And the reason for that is that adequate training. I noticed that the recruits didn't get the proper enough training. In fact, the chief that were in charge of our company, he had 6 hash marks. I said, "Can you swim?" He said, "No." So I asked the other chief down the hall, "Can you swim?" And he said, "No." He said, "We don't, we're specialists." So that made me very nervous, and
said you couldn't sleep.
And I did not sleep. Ask Joyce. So I couldn't sleep for over 3 nights, and I finally decided that, gee whiz, I think something should be done to improve the program. So I went to Washington, D.C. and met with this captain, the captain had to be the athletic director of one of the universities in Michigan, Eastern Michigan. And he knew me and I knew him, and I told him why I was there. And he said, "Just wait a minute." And he brought in the admiral, his boss, and we talked in the end of the morning, and then in the afternoon again. He said, "Go in the cafeteria and eat and come on back." So he said that, okay, and I told him that we have to improve on the program and train the recruits properly in abandonship, survival on land and sea, swimming, getting in and out of the water, developing confidence and morale. And he said, when you go back to the base, the admiral said, "Go see the commandant, and he'll have instructions to give you any assistance you need to write a program," which they did. They gave a yeoman, and for 3 days I worked on a program. They had Red Cross assistants that I knew, people, and I read brought it up to date, and asked other people their criticism, and we created a program, and I was put in charge of swimming at that time. And the program that we came up with was incorporated with 2 million recruits, boys and girls, on 6 different bases that we had at the time. And the instructors that we trained were trained to teach everybody swimming 3rd class, abandoned ship techniques, swimming for burning oil. And I think the big thrill of my life was actually having people tell me that they saved their life doing the victory backstroke. We taught everybody on their back to start with because it was so much easier. We could teach larger classes, walking in the water in the shallow end or doing the exercises on deck, and then developing hawsers to get in and out of the water, how to wear a life jacket, how to jump into the water with a jacket at height, how to do all the curriculum for greater safety, and how to survive under all abnormal conditions. One day, we were working on the Olympic Games in Greece, in Athens, Greece, and we were there talking with the Olympic people about what we were going to do with equipment. The guy sitting next to me in this hotel pool, and his wife, elderly, said that he said that he learned how to swim in the Navy, and he said if it wasn't for, and he was a captain, he was retired, going around the world with his wife on various vessels for experience, and he said if it wasn't for learning the victory backstroke, he wouldn't be there. And little be known, I told him that I was one of the instructors, and he thanked me.